Hey guys, my name is Kylie. Welcome back to my channel. We're gonna get right into this video so you don't have to look at this for very long. We are doing an all-day foundation wear test. So I will be applying the foundation and then I will update you every few hours on how the foundation wears, and at the end we will go through what the foundation claims to do and if it did it or not. So we are doing the Too Faced Tutti Frutti Do You foundation. So I'm pretty excited about this one. If you guys watched my last foundation review, it was the Tarte, what's it called? Face Tape foundation, and it was terrible. I did return it. I just had nothing but bad things with that foundation. It was just bad. So I went in for a hydrating foundation and found this. I know it's been out for a while, but I haven't seen very many reviews on it or anything, and I was just very curious. So let's get straight into it. It comes in a pump. That's great right off the bat. I enjoy a good pump. So I use my Beauty Blender foundation, which I love this one too, and pump a few bumps on the back of this. I don't like putting it on the back of my hand just because then my hand soaks up part of the foundation. By putting it on a plastic or a piece of glass or something like that, you're getting the most out of your foundation. So on one side I'm going to be using the Luxie 532 round foundation brush, and on the other side I'm going to be using a Beauty Blender just to see which applies better, if any. I already moisturized my face, and then I'm going to be going in with my Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. I know it works really well for me. I don't like going in with a new primer or a primer that I haven't used enough to where I won't know if it's the primer or the foundation messing up. So I know this works really well. I know I really like it. Okay, I'm gonna start with this side of the face with the Beauty Blender. Beauty Blender is damp. Let's go straight in. Also, I believe this shade, which is the shade Almond, is not the correct shade for me. It is too yellow and maybe a little bit dark for me as well. Well, this smells delicious, first of all. Oh my God. I couldn't smell it right off the bat when I just put it on the back of the Beauty Blender thing, but now while putting it on my face, it smells like fruit, like watermelon, and oh God, that smells just delicious. Okay, so it claims that it is full coverage. Let me get a mirror and look so far. So far, I would say it's definitely medium to full coverage. I'm probably gonna build it up a little bit more. But let's go with the brush on this side first and see how we feel about it. See if the brush gives more coverage. The reason that I am not properly shade matched, this is my own fault. I went in and shade matched myself because I don't know if it's just me, but when I go into a store, I don't mind asking for help. But when there's a group of workers standing and just talking and not doing anything, and they see customers looking and in need of help, like I was standing by the foundations looking at the different shades and stuff, and they looked at me, they saw me, but none of them came over, so I was just being stubborn. So it's my own fault. And I didn't ask for help because I'm like, they know I need help. Why are they not coming to help me? Just being stubborn. I know that's my own fault. I should have went and asked for help. I don't see a whole lot of difference between the brush and the Beauty Blender coverage or looks wise or anything. Yeah, they both pretty much look the same to me. I don't know. For some reason, it's not covering my chin. The brush is leaving more streaks now that I'm looking closer, because when I just went over my chin, it is a little bit streaky. That might just be the brush's fault. It's clean and everything. I don't know. Maybe try a different brush. So I'm going to go over the whole thing another time with the Beauty Blender, giving it another layer to see how it builds up and to give myself more coverage. Okay, so far it is definitely a buildable and full coverage foundation. I think it built up really well. I really like it right now, and I'll get a little bit closer so you can see. The problem with my skin is I have really dry skin and dry patches. So when I wear a foundation, you can tell I'm wearing a foundation pretty much no matter what foundation I'm wearing. So keep that in mind. It hasn't sank into my creases, my smile lines yet, so that's really good. That makes me happy. It's not over texturing my face or anything. It's not clinging to my dry patches like most foundations do. It feels nice. It's a little bit sticky. I don't know if that'll dry down eventually. So overall, so far, I'm liking it. I don't think it's a super dewy foundation though either. I mean, I was expecting my face to be a lot more dewy. It's obviously not a matte foundation, but to me, this isn't dewy either. I guess I was just expecting it to be more dewy. I don't know. I just think it looks good so far. So I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup off camera and see how everything sits on top of this, and then I will be back. Okay, I am back with a full face of makeup. I didn't leave anything out. I wanted to see how everything piled onto the foundation, and it all did really well. I had no issues with it. So far, my skin looks fantastic, and my skin never looks fantastic. Like I said before, I have very dry skin patches, and I can't see any of them right now. Also, my foundation always tends to sink in the smile lines. This, I think a tiny bit on this side is sinking in a little bit, but not near as much as every other foundation does. So I definitely got a full coverage without looking cakey or anything. There's no patches. The only issue I have is my chin. For some reason though, it just does not hold pigment. I've had this issue forever. It just, the foundation doesn't stick to it for some reason. I don't know why. So I got a little white chin. Whatever. Let's take a moment to take the lipstick off my teeth before we go ahead. Here's a little up close so you guys can see, hopefully. This one just, it does not accentuate any of my things. It doesn't make it look like I have more texture. I don't know. So far, I really like this, and if it continues to look this good, I'm definitely going to keep this foundation. And color-wise, I don't think it ended up being too bad. It is 2:15 right now. I've been wearing the foundation for a little more than an hour. No, it didn't take me that long to do my makeup, but I was doing other things too. So I will be back every couple hours to give you an update on how it is looking and feeling. I am pretty excited about this, so we'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, I wanted to get a quick natural lighting glimpse. So the lighting sucks outside right now. It's foggy, rainy day, but I wanted to try to show a little bit of natural lighting other than my vanity lights behind us. So this is what it looks like again. I just love it. So we'll see later. I am back. It is currently 5:26, so it's been roughly 4 hours. I can't exactly remember when we started, but so far I am very impressed with this foundation, and it might be my new favorite. First of all, it does not transfer. This is like a, what kind of fabric is this? I don't know. So anyways, oh, I guess it transferred a little bit now. Huh. Can you see that? It hasn't transferred all day, but that's just me like pressing it actually up against the skin, and I do have a little transfer. I've had other foundations where I wear this coat around and this whole thing will be caked in foundation. Like, that's how bad it transfers. So I think that's pretty good, I guess, just a little bit. Also, I did not set it. I didn't use a setting spray just because I wanted to see how long it lasts by itself. I did use a little bit of setting powder only because I wanted to set my concealer and a little bit of the foundation to put the contour powder and all that stuff on top of. So there is a little bit of setting powder. Other than that, okay, so everything so far is looking pretty much exactly the same that it did hours ago. The only spot that is having issues is, you can see right here and right here. The only reason it's doing that is because I've been wearing my glasses all day, so where my glasses have been sitting, it has rubbed off. Other than that, my smile lines look fantastic. With most other foundations, it gets really cakey and creasy there and like accentuates my smile lines even worse, and so far it hasn't done that, so that's awesome. Everything is sitting really well, and I seriously, I really like it. I'm not having any issues with my dry patches or anything still, and None of the foundation has budged. And I'm not oily anywhere. A lot of problems with dewy foundations is people can get oily faster, and I have no oil spots at all. I will be back tonight at the end of the night to recap. Oh, bye.
We is tired, we is grumpy, and we is ready for bed.
It is currently 10:15 at night, so we've had this on for what, 8 hours, a little over 8 hours now. I look like a hot mess. Pretty much everything's just out of place by now. It's been a long day. I've eaten a lot of things, so my lipstick's pretty much gone. This mascara sucks. It's the Lash Paradise one. So that's smearing all over my eyelids, but I think that was doing that in the beginning even. Anyways, foundation. Around the corners of my noses, it has really kind of gone, but I also think I've been itching there. Again, my chin, white spot, you know, it's not there. Overall, it stayed on fairly well. I mean, I've been wearing my glasses too, so that spot has rubbed off. My nose has pretty much rubbed off. You can see my... I know I was touching my face a lot though today. This spot here is where my dry patches are. There is one spot that's kind of showing. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's not showing like it normally does with a thicker foundation, I guess. And it actually looks like I scratched it. How's it look to you guys so far? I'm fairly impressed with it. I'm gonna go over what the claims are on their website. First of all, the foundation is $36, so I think that's a pretty decent price. Hydrating, yes, I definitely think it's hydrating. Formula leaves skin with a glowing satin finish. Yes, that's what I was trying to say before. It's a satin finish. It's not a really dewy finished satin. Why couldn't I think of the word? I don't know. Helps even skin tone. Yeah, long wearing. I'd say it's, I mean, you could definitely get away with this for a full work day and look good. And I did no touch-ups or anything throughout the day, so if you just made little touch-ups here and there, it would last even longer. It says to use a dry sponge when you apply. Maybe I should have tried that. I didn't read that. It says fingers work best or use a dry sponge. I hate using my fingers to apply foundation, and I've never used a dry sponge for foundation either. Huh. But that's pretty much all it claims to do. At $36, it's definitely worth it for me. I would pay probably $50 for this foundation just because, like I've said before, I have such dry skin. This is the only foundation that I found in a very, very long time that does not accentuate my dry patches and actually looks more like a natural foundation on me, or natural skin. Like I'm covered up, but it still looks like I'm not really wearing foundation, you feel me? So, stash or trash, I'm definitely stashing this one. I truly love it. I will keep you updated though after I wear it more often and stuff. If my thoughts change, I'll let you know. But that's pretty much it for today. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to see more. And you guys have a good day.